Okay, we're rolling. This is Whitney's speech. These are the people in the room that are listening to Whitney. And back over here we have Whitney, so go ahead.
Beautiful waterfalls cascading over a rock face. Last summer, my family and I went hiking out in Washington off the coast. We hiked up this river, and there was these beautiful waterfalls. It was 3 waterfalls all together, tearing one into the next. It was very beautiful. My boyfriend Aaron had the idea to climb up the sheer rock wall and see what was behind them. So he packed in all his rock climbing gear, and amazingly, he climbed up it. Luckily, he brought a rope with him, and we all followed him behind. It was very adventurous, and we got up there, and it was so amazingly beautiful. It was very, untouched by man, very quiet, and very, very gorgeous. So we just kept hiking, and we found more waterfalls after waterfalls after waterfalls. I swear if we had the whole day, we would have stayed up there, but we had to get back. But it was lovely. And that's what I like to do in my spare time. I'm Whitney Brown, and I'm going to talk to you about my past, what I'm working on now, and what I hope to achieve in the future. First of all, I'm going to talk about my past. I was born here in Oregon. I was born in September of 1986. I have one older brother. His name is Jeff. I grew up in Lake Oswego. We had a house there until I was 10, and then we moved into my most favorite house in Oregon City, which was this huge house on 3.5 acres that kept my brother and I endlessly busy, which was fabulous. I was fortunate enough to go to private schools most of my life, which got me ahead in my academics as well. When I was 13, I started high school in LaSalle. I didn't really like it very much. There was a lot of social cliques, a lot of subjects I really didn't enjoy. I didn't really like the structure. So I stopped doing it. I quit. I moved to LA when I was 14. Once again, that adventurous streak. And I absolutely loved it. I worked with my church down there on property management. We worked on buying buildings and also renovating buildings. But Oregon really is my home. I love Oregon. So I moved back 5 years ago, and I've enjoyed it ever since. Secondly, I'm going to talk about what I'm doing now. I own my own small business called Whitney Works LLC. It's a bookkeeping business here in Portland. I have 5 clients that I do business for. A lot of them I was working for as an employee. So I decided, why not make it a business? And it's been very profitable, and it's worked out very well for me to do that. I'm also a college student. I've been at Clackamas Community College now for 4 years. This is my last term to get my associates in business. And as I said earlier, I absolutely love the outdoors. I spend as much time as I can out there. In spring, I'm often found working in my yard, planting beautiful flowers. In the summer, I hike, I camp, I kayak, just about anything to get me out in Oregon sun. In the fall, I rake leaves like everybody else does in Oregon, and I still do yard work, and I kayak even though it's a little bit cold. In winter, it gets really cold, and I try and stay indoors where I do baking and cooking, which is kind of my latest hobby I've been working on. Third and lastly, I'm going to talk about my future. One of the things I really want to achieve is getting my bachelor's in business. I'm hoping to start Portland State next fall. I have 3 years worth of credits currently, so if I go for 1 year, I should be able to achieve my bachelor's in business. I'm also really want to build my company up. Right now, as I said, I have 5 clients. I want to build up to 25 in the next 3 years, which means hiring more people, expanding, keeps me busy in my free time if I have any. So that's one big task that I'm also working on. I also want to go to Europe and do some exploring there. I'd like to go to Italy, Paris, Greece, sample the cuisine, see the tourist attractions, just kind of go all over and make it a lovely trip. So I've talked to you about what I've done in my past, what I'm doing now, and what I hope to achieve in the future. I hope you have a better understanding of who I am and where I'm going in life. I'd like to impart my mantra to you, which is from Latin, which is carpe diem, seize the day.